and I have a doctor come in and ask me if it's okay if a student nurse or a student doctor observes my appointment.
If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. It's really interesting. It's a good video. And she's talking about how she doesn't let any medical students come and observe her hospital appointments, which is a very valid point of view. But I take a different approach. I see it as my personal duty to freak them out as much as is humanly possible. As far as I'm concerned, if you can't handle me, you can't handle a career in medicine, mate. I won't be rude, I won't put them on the spot or anything like that. I'll just be my most chaotic self. I'll be talking to my doctor and I'll just start reeling off every single medical trauma that's ever happened to me. I'll be like, hey, remember when you guys messed up and ended up in a coma? That was wild. And I'll just watch this student's eyes widen as they realise what they're getting themselves into. And I stand by it. If you can't handle me making incredibly dark jokes about losing all the blood in my body, you can't handle life in a hospital. Come on, Barnsley East, come on. Yes! Okay, Glasgow Central, okay, great. Oh, Tewkesbury, okay. It's fine, because we've still got Scunthorpe. I had an epiphany the other day. You know how morning people are always like, it's just so nice to wake up a couple of hours before everyone else and have some time to myself in the mornings? Well, my equivalent of that is when I tell people I'm going to bed, when in fact I'm going to my room to watch Netflix and or scroll my phone and or create imaginary situations in my head for 2 hours. It's the same thing. Yeah, this is actually a really big difference between the UK and the US education system. I can't speak for the rest of the world. Here we narrowed down our focus a lot earlier than you do. So at the age of 16, we take what are called GCSEs, which are kind of like the big nationalised end of school exams. And you do 1 GCSE per subject. And you do a really wide range of subjects. I did 10 GCSEs, but it varies by school. So basically everyone will do English, maths, some form of science. I also had to choose at least 1 humanity, at least 1 language, etc. But then after that, you get to choose what you like. So at the age of 17 and 18, we do A-levels. Usually you'll pick 4 subjects at 17 and narrow it down to 3 subjects when you're 18. So I did English, history, drama and religious studies and then dropped religious studies. And my English, history and drama A-levels are what determined whether I got into university or not. And then for my degree, I did an English and drama degree, which is actually quite rare. Most people just do 1 subject. So you have to choose early, but you don't have to do stuff you don't like. Blessing and a curse. Welcome to my magnum opus. I hope it finds its incredibly niche target audience. Who are 2 of the greatest female writers of all time? Jane Austen and Taylor Swift. Yeah, welcome to matching Pride and Prejudice characters to their Taylor Swift theme songs. Okay, I think it's fair to do Jane and Bingley as a package deal. They're obviously love story, but in a plot twist, it's not the dad that tries to separate them, it's Mr. Darcy. I knew you were trouble when you walked in, Mr. Wickham. Although Lizzie didn't, so I'm kind of using some creative license here. Is it just me, or does Caroline Bingley give strong blank space vibes? Darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. I just feel like she's had a few Starbucks lovers in her time, you know what I mean? Clearly, entire albums couldn't encapsulate Miss Bennet. I thought about All Too Well because it's a main character moment. It's not quite right. So is it too shady to give her the lakes? Because she never got to go. Well, I've done it now. Anne Bronte, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Jane Austen. No way. I am such a big fan. Wait, really? Because I just met your sister Charlotte and she did not have the same opinion. Oh, ignore Charlotte. She just gets really grumpy sometimes and I don't really know why. Anyway, I love your novels. I've taken loads of inspiration from them for my book, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall? I'm sorry, I've not heard of that one. No, lots of people say that. But I think it's really good, I promise. And it covers a lot of the same themes as you do in your books, you know, kind of like about marriage and women and society and stuff. Does it? What's it about? It's about a woman who leaves her abusive alcoholic husband to go into hiding to protect her son. I see. And you've taken inspiration from me for that? Well, in a roundabout way. Yeah. Sort of. If you wrote a book that was like really, really brutal, it does sound quite dark. People think my sister's novels are depressing, you know, Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights and stuff, but I don't think you really know what depressing is until you've read mine. Will you sign my copy of Pride and Prejudice? I finally feel well enough to order a takeaway to hospital. Let's go get it. want to just leave it down there? Thank you. That tired me out. How come walking downstairs tire me out like that? But I'm still not well. It's my 5th day in hospital and I really turned a corner today. So I got a little Five Guys. Just got a burger because I know I'm not going to eat loads still, but alright, that was enough excitement for one day.